Good weekend, all. Ira Epstein with your weekend edition of your metal market wrap-up. And this is for Friday, the 25th of November, 2022. Welcome to the weekend. I need it. Family's gone. We had a lot of people. I even have some friends coming over to finish up the hams and the other food that we still have left over. So I'll need a break tomorrow. But it's been an interesting week. You know, the dollar has been under pressure. You're back to the 106 level for all purposes. Remember, you were at 114 recently. The euro is pushing the 104 level. That makes up 40% of its value. And metals have done well, even with, and this is so important, even with the Chinese COVID cases hitting a new record compared to a year ago, well, past April, when you had the last big surge. You know, you're up to, as of yesterday, 32,000 known cases. May not sound a lot, but how China does it, they have a zero COVID policy, tolerance level. They've given you a 20-point new level that they're going to try to follow, and I give them some credit. They are following it in areas. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going into full lockdown in manufacturing areas, such as the one that manufactures iPhone. Bye-bye. Those workers are locked in. You're going to see this in Beijing, Shanghai. You're going to see a lot of areas that are getting areas within the cities and sometimes the cities now going in there. I read how the delivery services for food, they're overwhelmed. I mean, you can be waiting 3-4 hours from the stories I'm reading if you can get the delivery to come to you. Really a rough time. It reminds me of what I went through this weekend. We were getting our turkey ready and my family gets Chinese food the night before. So we caught up our favorite Chinese place, a 2-hour wait. Well, they're 10 minutes away. So I drove there. Learned something. The gasoline there, by the way, was 70 cents cheaper 10 minutes away from my neighborhood. Guess where I'm going from now on? Okay. Cheaper, by the way, I think, than a Costco. That was pretty interesting. But who wants to wait in the lines at Costco? So where are we? Well, the fact that the dollar is breaking is supportive of all the metals, and you're seeing that across the board. So let's take a look. Gold on a monthly basis, trying to get a bounce. The resistance is the 1794 zone, the 18-month moving average of closes. And we have been over and staying over on a weekly basis. Gold here, that's since the dollar began its break, and that has been supportive. And I picked up on that, and I think I've said it to you almost every single video that we've done. You have a base in the gold. The question for me is, how far does it want to lift up? Not is it going to lift, how far does it want to lift? Is it trending yet on a weekly chart? No, but to get a trend in place, all you need to do is take out this week's high, which was 1761.20, and that will give you higher lows, higher highs. Then the key will be not to take out this low, this week's low of 1719, if you can take out the high first. Where's the resistance? The 1800 level, the 100-week moving average, with support if you should first fall down between 1697 and 1712. So that's how I'm viewing that market right now. Where's the huge resistance? The combination of 1805 to 1813, the upper Bollinger Band, and the 100-week average. And momentum is still pointing up. So we have the bias up as you're over the 18-week average. The trend of the market, no, it's not there. You have a lower low, higher high, and you have the momentum pointing to the upside. The gold-silver ratio, silver still gaining on gold. The lower this number goes, that's how many ounces of silver you have to get an ounce of gold. That's favorable. You have a lower low, higher high, momentum up, but getting a little rich. I'd be cautious here. I think you're going to have trouble at that upper Bollinger Band. If it would just blow through it, then you have the 100-week average at 23.45. I don't think you're going to be able to just blow through it, though. The copper market, well, I expected a resistance point at the first challenge of the upper Bollinger Band, and you got it. The support's right here at the 356 level. I'm not super keen on the market because you have to risk under 336 to get long, and in dollar-wise, that's about a $5,000 risk. I think that's too big, but I do admire and look at the support starting at the 18-week average down to the 200-week. And in here, if the market can start churning around, I could get very excited because sooner rather than later, this surge in COVID cases in China will blow over. And unlike past times when it moves from country to country and everybody locks down, that's not the way it is anymore. You get your surges, but so many people in the more industrialized countries that believe in Western medicine, that's the way to phrase this, take vaccines, get their populations vaccinated, and when the COVID surge hits, the hospitals don't get overwhelmed. You're not shutting down the restaurants, the amusement areas, ball games. I mean, we're watching on Thanksgiving football everywhere in packed stadiums. Think about it. Think about where you were 2 years ago. In the platinum, first challenge of a 100-day average in that number, I'd be very cautious. I don't see anything interesting there. And the dollar, maybe you get to the 104 level, but that might be overdoing it right in front of the FOMC meeting. Just be a little cautious. That meeting's coming at you quick now. Today's the 25th. I think the 13th and 14th of December is when the meeting dates are. Sorry, I went too far. That's the news that we carry. Now, talking about news, I'd like you to be able to look at what we send our clients. Every one of my subscribers to my research or the people that trade through us have access to our Linn research. We cover the spectrum of everything. Futures, options on futures, the spreads within them, the cash markets, special reports in energies, the soft markets, the financial markets, the grain markets. I can go on and on. And we allow you to say, hey, I don't want meats, I want the grains. I don't want grains, I want the financials, I want the energies. We let you pick what you want, or you can get them all. You get to see what we're doing. Take a look at it. You can't buy it. You have to have either an account with us or be a subscriber to my research to get it. So how do you go about getting it and get your trial? Go to our website under free offers, or simply move your cursor to the top of this and give it a click there. Everything, you'll see an icon, it'll appear, give it a click, and away you go. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great weekend, great Thanksgiving Day. Finish the food, and I'll see you all Monday.